linda está aqui, mucho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Muchas fiestas a hacer, con alegría y placer. Muchas fiestas a hacer, con alegría y placer. Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Los pastelicos por comer, con almendricas y la miel. Los pastelicos por comer, con almendricas y la miel. Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. 8 candelas para mí. 8 candelas para mí. Shabbat Shalom, Hanukkah Sameach, everyone. That was a wonderful, very recent recording that we did. And I want to first express a lot of gratitude to Michael Allen Harrison on keyboard and Kim Schneiderman on vocals and very fun percussion instruments, and Cantor Raina Green for also adding beautiful vocals and making sure that it all hung together. So we are entering this Hanukkah and this Shabbat with so much appreciation that in the midst of it all, we can still be together virtually, that we can hear beautiful, fun music. And so we're going to go right into another wonderful way to start our services. I'm going to invite you that even though you're muted, and I know you're muted, but you're not muted in spirit. So please sing along as we join now in Hine Matov. Hine Matov, umanani sheverani gam yachad. Hine Matov, umanani sheverani gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim sheverayim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim sheverayim gam yachad. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to celebrate Hanukkah. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to celebrate Hanukkah. Hine matov umanayim sheverayim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim sheverayim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how good it is, how sweet it is, how sweet it is to celebrate Hanukkah. Hine matov umanayim sheverayim gam yachad. ומנעים שבאחיזם יחד.
Well, welcome back. Here we are. Hine Matov, how good, how pleasant it is. We're actually going to now go over to Rabbi Kahana, who is in Lippman Foyer, for some candle lighting fun.
How good it is, how sweet it is that we can be together. I'm speaking to you now from Lippman Foyer, outside of Poland Chapel. Last night, if you were with us for the lighting of the first candle, I talked a little bit about this magnificent Chanukiah that is in the foyer of the temple, right outside, and its amazing history. This menorah was in our previous synagogue that burned down in 1926. We don't know actually exactly how old this menorah is, but we do know that there's a dedication plaque on the bottom. We do know it was dedicated in 1905, and that might have been the dedication of it was when it was electrified. So it's probably quite a bit older than that. This Chanukiah that stood in our old sanctuary is one of the few items that survived that fire. But it also, we know, stood on our pulpit during the pandemic in 1918, 1919, the Hanukkah of 1918. It was giving light to our congregation at a time when they really needed it, at a time when things seemed. We are really privileged that this same object that helped our community get through another pandemic is with us now and is reminding us that we are going to get through this as well. We are going to bring light into our community. We're going to bring light to the community around us. We're going to spread light everywhere. So as we prepare to light our own Chanukiot, let the light of this Chanukiah, this Hanukkah menorah, that has been an integral part of our congregation for over 100 years, may it continue to spread light to us, and spread light through us. And may we all celebrate the beauty of this Hanukkah. Cantor?
As I prepare to light our candles here at home, I'll ask you if you have a menorah, a Chanukiah nearby, please go to it and let's sing the blessings together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh. And it is a tradition after lighting candles to sing Maoz Sur, but I think what I want to do instead is let's go to some of our congregants who are out there lighting too. If anybody has a special Chanukiah that you want to share, or maybe some special dreidel or other tchotchke of Hanukkah that is beloved that you pull out every year, and Chelsea will spotlight you. So you can raise your hand or put your stuff up near the screen, and let's zoom in and say hey. Who's that? Oh, I see Sherry and Steve Solomons. That's cool. Oh, I can't see who. Hi, look at that dreidel. Did you make that? That's awesome. Hi, Susan. Hi, Barney. Hi, Sally. This is awesome. Keep them coming, everybody. Hi, Dana. Hi, Elaine. You're going to see more of some of these people later in our service. Hi. That was Elizabeth. Hi, Carla. Shabbat Shalom. Nettie. Beautiful. Look at that's like a classic. I love that one with the different colors. Hi, Jill. Ooh, really cool. Look at that menorah. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. I see Jax and another dumpling. Hi, Jeff. Hanukkah Sameach. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. These are amazing. Look at those candles. Okay. Hi. This is very fun. Hi, Janet. Hi, Susan. Wait, what? Okay. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a pie. It's a pie. I love pie, so that works for me. Gorgeous. Wow. The CBI artistry of collecting continues. Thank you, everybody. We wish you a sweet and happy Hanukkah. And now we're just going to continue bringing in the light. We call this the holiday of lights. Sometimes instead of saying Happy Hanukkah, we say Chag Urim Sameach, a holiday of lights that's happy. That's what we wish for you. We need so much more. And so now it's our joy and honor to welcome the McCoy family onto this call, into this service. Molly is going to celebrate becoming a bat mitzvah tomorrow.
Before we do that, I just want to say I'm outside in front of the temple, the Schnitzer Family Center, because I want everybody to see the beautiful Hanukkah that we have in our window, setting light to all of the community. So we're seeing it growing in light every day and wishing everybody in our neighborhood a Hanukkah Sameach. Now let's go to the McCoys.
Thank you, Rabbi. That beautiful new Hanukkah that was made by our congregant, Brian Guerrero. So thank you so much, Brian. And yeah, here we go. Hi, McCoy family. So you'll just have to unmute yourselves. And let's help bring in the light of Shabbat. There we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. And I'm also going to ask you to just stay right there. And Molly, if you will lead us in Kiddush on page 5, if anybody has a Siddur or you're following in the virtual prayer book, raise your wine glass and take her away, Molly.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav b'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh Secher Litziat Mitzrayim Kivanu Bacharta Ve'otanu Kidashta Mikol Ha'amim Ve'shabbat Kodecha Ve'ahava Uvratzon Hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim.
L'chaim. thank you, you sweet singer of Israel. We look forward to hearing more from you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So, Mazal Tov to you and to your whole family. We'll see you tomorrow. Shabbat Shalom. And now it's great to have Cantor Green with us.
Thank you. It's so wonderful to be here. Another Mazal Tov, Molly, and to your whole family. Thank you for helping us usher in Shabbat. And we are just so thrilled that we get to celebrate with you. We continue to welcome Shabbat with the singing of Lecha Dodi on page 20. We'll be singing the first verse and the last verse to a tune of our season. Special Hanukkah tune. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Try that. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'sachor b'dibur echad, ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet ve'nithilah. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. We rise in body or in spirit as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Bo'ii v'shalom ateret ba'ala, gam v'simcha u'vetzola, toch emunei ha'amsila. Bo'ii chala, lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Feel the Shabbat bride's presence with me. Thank you so much, Cantor Green. And so let's remain standing. You can face the doorway wherever you are. Or actually, no, you can face east. We face the door for the bride. Find east, wherever that is, and that will be looking towards Jerusalem as we welcome God into our presence. Baruch Hu, page 28. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. And now we're going to continue with our evening prayer. Ma'ariv Aravim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai ha'mariv aravim. We have that sense of God as creator and also as our friend and our helper and our teacher as we continue with Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta. You have given us everlasting love with your teachings, your laws, your mitzvot, your precepts. And therefore, when we lie down and when we rise up, these are what we will keep upon our hearts. Please do not ever remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai. You love your people, Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema, page 34. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. And now we can be seated, continuing on page 36. Oh, actually, we're not going to even chant. We could stay standing if we want. We could dance a little bit. We're going to do this different kind of interpretation of V'ahavta with the song Love Adonai. And so we'll cue up this recording that we made for you and sing and dance to your heart's content.
1, 2, 3.
So much love that God has for us, even in these troubling times, even when we feel uncertain, we can be sure that God is there for us, an immovable rock, something that we can depend on when we're feeling down. All we have to do is lift up our voice and we can feel that spirit, that breath of something that is beyond us, that is eternal, that is good, that rises up within us. And that's what we feel every time we come to this Mi Chamocha, this prayer of redemption. We feel that possibility, that glimpse of something that can be better. And that's what we're all praying for during this season and every time that we come to this prayer. During this season of Hanukkah, we sing it, of course, to a very special Hanukkah melody. So again, thank you to Michael Allen Harrison for laying down these tracks for us. Mi Chamocha. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. As we remember the amazing history of our people, let's rise and chant Tefillah together, page 46. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh HaKol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות, ומי דומך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנת להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל HaKadosh. And for this tefillah, as we welcome Rabbi Kahana back, there is a special insert that we include. So it's on page 264 of your prayer books. We thank God, Al Hanisim, for the miracles, for the redemption, for the mighty deeds and the saving acts that brought us to this season. One of the earmarks of Hanukkah is that it was a struggle, a battle for religious freedom. And we are constantly vigilant about that, even today. And as well as keeping that freedom there so that we all may be able to worship in freedom and as we please, there are so many other battles that we are also engaged in as well that are holy and that are good. The fight for the freedom to be healthy, the fight against racism, so that all of us can live in a world that is a kinder place, that is filled with so much more of this light that we keep talking about during this Hanukkah season. And so to help embody some of that message of Al Hanisim, of all the miracles for which we are grateful, I'm grateful to have Kim Schneiderman with us and share this beautiful song. She's adapted it slightly, as you'll hear, that was written by India Ari.
על הניסים ועל הפלגים ועל הגבורות ועל התשובות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. I am light, I am light, I am light, I am light. I love the reminder of the idea that the miracle it lies in the act of lighting a lamp that we can see has enough oil for one night, and we light it anyway. And we have that belief that there is something beyond this moment of darkness. And by lighting that light, we become the light. So I would love for us to sing together. We are light, we are light. 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 I sacredness defined. We are holiness inside. A piece of it all. Yeah, my soul is light. We are light. One more time, we'll sing together. We are light. 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 We are light.
As we come to this time of our service of reflection, thinking about those, first we think of the realities of our time, that those of us who are blessed with health or blessed with safety, we give gratitude for that reality. And we recognize those who are in need, those who are ill, those who are struggling during this time. People in our lives, people we don't know. But we want to stand as community, helping everyone to find a place of healing and of wholeness. If there is someone that you're thinking of who could use a prayer at this moment, please say their name. You don't have to unmute, but just say their name out loud, and we will include them in our prayers. If you're still standing, you can be seated. Just feel this embrace of love, of hopefulness, as we send out our prayers to all who are in need.
Ilna rifanala,
Ilna rifanala,
Ilna rifanalo,
Ilna rifanalo,
Ilna rifanalanu,
Ilna rifanalanu,
Ilna rifanalanu.
Elna rifanalanu. Oh God, please heal him. God, please heal her. God, please heal all who are in need. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
We also want to recognize those who are celebrating birthdays during this month. We celebrate those who are trying to find ways to celebrate during this time. And though we are in the month of December, I think there are some people who had birthdays in November who didn't get a birthday blessing. So Rina Kahana, I see you. And you had a birthday in November. So a happy birthday to you. And happy birthday to all of those who are having birthdays in the month of December. Like Molly, you have a birthday? Sometime in the near future. And everybody else who's there. We want to send out a blessing for you. Normally, what we do is take a talit, bring you up onto the pulpit and wrap you up in that congregational talit. We can't wrap you exactly. We could cover the camera with the talit, but that wouldn't be very good. So we're just going to symbolically give you a big hug and hold you in our prayers as we give you this birthday blessing. May God bless you and protect you. May God's light shine upon you and shine through you. May God's face always be turned towards you. May God grant you great peace in a world at peace. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
And for all of us, we say a Shehechianu.
Said, blessed are you, source of all. You give us life, you sustain us, and you helped us reach this very special moment. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu higianu lazman hazeh. Amen. Let's all sing it. Amen.
Amen. How beautiful and how blessed are we to reach this moment. And so Hanukkah, while it is a minor holiday, although you wouldn't know it by all the decorations that I have. Now when you see it on the big screen, maybe I went a little overboard. But there are some really deep messages that we get from this minor holiday. There are lots of important themes that we take that really inspire us, not only during this time, but at all times we started hearing about. And one of them is this theme that's been coming up, but we give it the Hebrew name, the Hebrew midot, called Ometz Lev, which means strength of the heart, a strong heart, or a lot of times we say courage. That really one of the themes of Hanukkah is having that courage to be God's partners and believing that the possible is that the possible is possible even when it feels impossible. And so we actually first want to share with you a true story. So we often share parables to then express these midot, but we want to share a true story with you today to explain one of the deeper meanings of this season.
Our story starts with a Chanukiah, a menorah, that stood proudly in the window of the Schnitzers, a Jewish family that lived in Billings, a small town in Montana. There were not many other Jews in that town, which may be why on a cold December night, someone threw a rock through their window, breaking the glass into hundreds of little pieces and knocking their Chanukiah to the ground. The Schnitzer family felt many big feelings. They were very angry that their house had been damaged, and they were scared and worried for the safety of themselves and others who lived in Billings, Montana. But Tammy Schnitzer, the mom whose window was broken, used her Ometz Lev to calm her anger and fear. Rather than exploding, she asked others what they thought her family should do. Some people told her to take down her Hanukkah decorations because it would be safer. No one would know the family was Jewish, but the Schnitzers really wanted their Hanukkah decorations to stay up. Tammy shared her story with a local newspaper. She explained that the Chanukiah symbolized the importance of people celebrating their religion as they wanted to. Others in Billings read the newspaper story and learned what happened to their Jewish neighbors. Margaret McDonald was one of the people who read the story. She was angry that there were people in her town that hated others just because of their religion. She closed her eyes and imagined the sadness her own children living in a Christian home would feel if they were told it wasn't safe to have a Christmas tree. So Margaret made a list of different things she could do to help the Schnitzers, and she came up with a great plan. She drew a picture of a Chanukiah and made many copies. Then she asked all the children of her church to color them in and gave them away to relatives, neighbors, and friends. The ministers of her church called around and asked other churches to make copies to put in the windows of more townspeople. The Billings Gazette also helped out. It printed a full-page picture of a Chanukiah in the newspaper and suggested that everyone tape it to a window in their home. A local business set up a large sign that said, "Not in our town. No hate, no violence, peace on earth." Pretty soon, thousands of Billings, Montana homes had a picture of a Chanukiah in their window. All those big feelings of fear and anger changed to friendliness and concern because people stopped and used their Ometz Lev to think of helpful solutions to a big problem. No, they said, not in our town.
One for each night they shared, a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
A powerful story then, and a really powerful story now of how we use our Ometz Lev and how we don't let the fear get in the way. Not that fear doesn't exist, but how the fear doesn't stop us from acting. It was Ometz Lev, it was the courage when the Israelites went back into the temple and saw that the oil, and not just any oil, but this really important sacred oil, was destroyed in it. There was only enough for one day, but they still had that courage to say, we are going to light the lamps. We believe this is possible. We are going to be God's partners in bringing these miracles. And then we see that it didn't last just one day, but it lasted 8 days. And it took that courage to step forward and to do that. And just like in this town, how do you want to have that Ometz Lev? How will you have that courage? How will you be that shamish to light those lights? One of the powerful teachings, I think, about the Hanukkah, and amazingly, my Hanukkah candles are already almost burned down. But the shamish, this helper candle, stays lit. We light the shamish, and then the shamish lights all the other candles. The other Hanukkah candles, those 8 days that we celebrate, are waiting for that helper candle to light it. Do you want to be the helper candle? Do you want to be the shamish? Do you want to be the one that has that Ometz Lev to step forward and not have the fear like the people of Billings did? They said, not in our town. We are going to be the shamish. We are going to step forward. What is it that you can be doing now? Where is your Ometz Lev? I would love for people to think about that, to put it in the chat. If you're watching on Facebook, to put it in the chat, to send us, to have these conversations tonight over your Hanukkah dinners and all these things. Is what is the Ometz Lev that you can bring? What courage can you bring into the world? How can you be the shamish lighting these other lamps at this point? There's no shortage of need in our world right now. And we talk about bringing in the light. And how do you do that? We often do feel in this place of fear. How do we then move past that? We move past it with the Ometz Lev. We think about this story and so many of our stories. So I encourage you, I'm already actually getting texts about it. I encourage you to also put it in the chat, share it with each other, put it on Facebook. so we can make this interactive. We can learn from each other. We can be inspired like we're inspired by the people in Billings. What do you see happening around here? What would you like to see? And how can we really achieve that together? So one of the many lessons, I hope that you take that away with you this evening. Hag Sameach. We are going to continue in our service with Aleinu L'Shabeach. If you are following along in the prayer book, it is on page 282. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit once again to join me. Aleinu L'Shabeach L'Adon HaKol L'Teit Gula L'Yotzer Breshit Shelo Asan Kugoye Haratzot Velo Samanu K'mishpachot Hadama Shelo Sam Hokenu Kahem Vegor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam Va'anachnu Korim Umishtachavim Umodim Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'nemar V'haya Adonai L'melech HaKol Ha'aretz Bayom Hahu Yiyeh Adonai Echad Ushemo Echad. And we turn to our moment of memory, and we think especially at holidays when families are gathering, and right now when we're not gathering the way in which we want and we really yearn to gather in person, and we especially think of those who are no longer with us around our holiday tables. We really come to this moment of memory and bringing them with us to the space. We say our thoughts turn to those who departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and of death. Remember those most recently passed in our community: Dr. Norman Bilo, Solomon Katz, Thelma Schnitzer, Jane Rosenbaum, George Boris Sidlin, and those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of their death, fall at this time: Dorothy Baru, Arthur Bergman, Marilyn Blauschild, Rose Bloom, Elizabeth Cantor, Della Cohen, Alfred Edelman, David Eisenberg, David Esposito, Judith Feinstein, Ryan Ferranti, Charlotte Friend, Evelyn Galen, Ann Goldsmith-Barr, Bertha Grenley, Harry Gross, Rosabelle Himmelstein, Frank Huckfeld, Bertha Mayer Holtzman, Adele LeBeau, Hannah R. Lang, Herbert H. Lauderstein, Selma Lindbergh, David J. Littman, Leo L. Mayton, Paul Matisow, John May, James Donald Monteith, Arthur G. Neal, Joseph Neuberger, Philip Leo Noodleman, Hyman B. Noodleman, Elsie K. Payne, Milton Ryder, Gerald Jerry Richard, Lottie Ruff, Louis Sandos, Jack Schneiderman, Bess Shavzin, Jacob Solomon, Ladislao Mordechai Saltez, Lucille Amela Spring, Eleanor Stern, Erwin Tanny, Eric Thompson, Mildred Zell. If you're also in a period of mourning, honoring the memory of a loved one, you want to share their name out loud, or once again, if you want to put their name in the chat. We hold all of their memories close. We honor them as if you're not already standing and you want to, we turn to page 294 for Kaddish Atom, for Mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'alman divrach yotei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon uv'yomachon v'chayedachol Beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'zman kari v'imru. Amen. Ehei Shmei Rabbah mivarach le'elam olamei amaya, yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei kudasha brichu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiram v'alma v'imru. Amen. Ehei shlaba rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, huya asei shalom, Aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael ve'el kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. Zichronam livracha. May all of their memories be for a blessing. And we say, Amen. So, Shabbat Shalom and Hag Sameach. What an amazing gathering of our community and of our talent. And we're not done yet. And I know there'll be some appreciations. And we have so much happening. So this is only night 2. So many more to come. I hope that everyone will join us tomorrow. And we have Torah study, and then we have a special Shabbat morning service. Rabbi Kahana will be leading a special text study on Hanukkah. At 4 o'clock, we have a tot sing-along and story and fun Hanukkah experience with me and Kim Schneiderman. At 5 o'clock, we have Molly and her bat mitzvah. There's like something almost every hour. 5 o'clock, we have Molly becoming a bat mitzvah officially. At 6 o'clock, we'll be community coming together to light the Hanukkah and do Havdalah. Actually, do Havdalah first, and then we'll light the Hanukkah with Cantor Green. And then on Sunday, we have even more with religious school, and the lights are going back up on Sunday at the synagogue. So if you want to do a little drive-by on Flanders and see some amazing blow-ups and all of the Hanukkah lights, it's like zoo lights at the temple. And the amazing Hanukkah that Rabbi Kahana showed us from the street that you can see that Brian made in the window. And then we have sisterhood. Oh, we have our intergroup on Monday night. There's so much. I really want to go through the whole list. I know I shouldn't. So check our website. On the Hanukkah page of our website has everything you need. And we've already had stuff. I have to show. We had the sufganiyot making donuts in the air fryer yesterday. Today, a bunch of people joined me to make the menorah. This one of my kids, Max, made this one with me today, and I've gotten some amazing pictures. Does anybody have their challah? I don't know if Chelsea can see. I said we would spotlight. If anybody has their challah that we made together this afternoon, let's see. Where's the Richmonds? I know you're on there. You're there. Where are the Richmonds and their challah? And let's see. Anybody else? No one's brave enough to show. But if they pull it out.
The Richmonds are showing.
The Richmonds are showing their challah. Yay! So it's really super fun. And so we have lots of fun things.
Show it again.
Then show it again. Show it again. Show it again. Show it again.
Oh, look at that. Yay. Jim and Michael, nicely done.
So it was so fun to braid together and to really engage in that ritual. And some families, some of the Berg families here, they even like took my design and they upped it in the moment, and it was amazing. So this has been so fun for Hanukkah.
I'm not showing mine because it was so weird. I didn't always follow the rabbi. Like her design was amazing, but yeah, mine will never see the light of day. However, it was fun.
It's fun. It's very fun. And I joked with our group that we're going to do every holiday. So I hope they're ready because Tu B'Shvat is coming. And, every Jewish holiday, we're going to come up with a challah design and get together and braid. It's a whole new thing.
And I think we have some latke making coming up too.
Latke making? Oh, is that tomorrow or Sunday? I can't even remember.
I think that's Sunday at 4 with Dan Himes, our previous latke making champ. Yes, so many things. I don't mean to interrupt you, Rabbi Joseph.
You take it away. Take it away.
I wanted to make sure that I also expressed appreciation and thanks to Chelsea Ferguson, our master technology person who's operating everything behind the scenes.
Hey, Chelsea.
Nothing would come together without, Chelsea. And Tracy Aliphants in our office for helping to put all our videos together. And to all of our brave congregants who answered the call. And as you'll see for our closing song, they made these amazing videos. So I hope that will inspire all of you to, when we put out the call, make a video and join the dance.
There's lots of these opportunities. And before we do that, also in thanks, Dallas Van Winkle for all of the technology stuff. And I really want to thank these incredible clergy partners. You guys, this service is just really so beautiful, and everybody brought their own thing in.
Happy Hanukkah!
Happy Hanukkah. And there's a request to see the rest of your sweater, Rabbi. There's,
I can't hear you. She is.
So I have the headphones in so they can't see. So my sweater says, oh my goodness. It says, come on, baby, light my fire. But my sweater, my sweater is the Hanukkah miracle. All the family wants to come in the picture now. They're sad that they were left out of the video that we did on the candle lighting, so they want to say hi now. My sweater is the Hanukkah miracle, though, because it is 5 years old and you can't turn the lights off. And every year I say, is this the year it's going to stop working? And it's still working. 5 years.
On. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
That is amazing.
It was only supposed to last for 1 year, and it lasted for 8.
So good.
Let's give a final shalom. We've got one more video that we want to share, and a mazel tov and thanks to everybody who participated tonight. Including Shobi.
Oh Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah.
Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Silly bugs we play with and lucky we eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Everyone, there we go. And Shabbat Shalom, Chanukah Sameach. May we always remember to be that shamas, to bring light, to share light, to make more joy everywhere.
Amen. Do you want to, we can unmute a little bit and say Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah?
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
That final video.